I'm about to go motorcycle camping on my own property. So I'll have it on video when I crash and die. Ooh, slippery root. Shovel, just in case we need to bury a body. You know, when people moto camped in covered wagon. You look like you just got molested by a Yeti. It's the Cruella de Vil edition. Here's all the wood I've been seasoning since yesterday. Get out of here with that wanting to eat my meat face. It's like a piranha. Coming banging on the sofa. It'll look like a snail without a shell. We can't stand each other's company sober, so we jump right into the booze. Hello friends and welcome back to the Dork side. I'm the Dork in the road and I'm about to go motorcycle camping on my own property. Why? Because one, this is a motorcycle channel and that's what you expect, and two, I'm just too lazy to carry all my camping gear up the hill. I'm the Dork in the road and I want to be your internet riding buddy, so please consider subscribing. Yes, I am going camping on my own property in the campsite that I built. Hopefully you saw that video. If you didn't, I'll link it for you right here. But I'm headed up the hill here behind the house to set up camp and stay for the night. My first overnight on the property in my own woods. Pretty excited about it. So just over the moon, grateful and ecstatic to even have this opportunity. But this is going to be a great place to test gear and camp all winter. So yeah, I'm sort of camping in my backyard, but my backyard is a forest, so hopefully that's still cool. But we are motorcycle camping, and we're not motorcycle camping alone. So one of your favorite guests is coming to join us, and he'll be here anytime. But first, I'm going to get up this hill with all my gear. Let me show you the hill just for perspective. So it looks like crap on the GoPro. It looks like a very small hill, but if you look right here at the roof of the house, do you see how it's below the top of the hill? That's not just a perspective thing. So the top of the hill is probably 10 or 20 feet above the house, and that's a two-story house. So we're going straight up, you know, 30 feet, maybe 40. And we just had our septic tank redone, so I got to avoid all this mud. So it's going to be an interesting ride up. But I thought, why not film it? Because either one, I'll look really cool if I succeed, theoretically, or two, I'll have it on video when I crash and die. Why am I taking the bras? Great question. Not because it's the best bike, not because it's the easiest bike. I'm not even sure it's going to get up this hill, to be perfectly honest. But I never unpacked from the bras camping trip, and so the bag was already on the bike, and that was just the easiest. So we're being lazy on so many levels today, but that's okay. Let's go camping. So good news, I made it up twice actually, because I had to go back and get the camera. But just to give you a perspective, because again, the GoPro just does not do hill climbs justice. That's where I came from. You see how far above the house we are? So yeah, we're not that far from the house. It's true. It's kind of like cheating, but this is supposed to be a testing ground, not an extreme enduro camping ground, you know? At least it's fun getting up here on a motorcycle. I'm gonna go claim the good tent spot before Tim gets here. Oh, I spoiled who it was. Story of my life. I hear a very familiar exhaust noise. I see a very familiar motorcycle. Is he just gonna try it? No preamble. He's just gonna do it. He's smartly going around the huge mud pit. Couldn't stand here because he's gonna crash into me. Ooh, slippery root.
What's up, buddy?
Dude, nice. No preamble. He just goes for it. That's Tim in a nutshell. You made it. Yeah, it's a little
snotty.
Yeah, the problem is they just redid our septic tank, and so going through that pit immediately balls up your tires, and then it's just a slip and slide all the way up.
That's all right.
Yeah, but you made it. Thanks, man, for having the courage to come camp, and I just couldn't wait. It's obviously not done. Yeah. Right, but it's done enough. Yeah, that we just had to break it in.
I can see the potential.
Yeah, the only decent weather for like 2 weeks as far as I can tell, so it had to be tonight. And it's been raining all day, so it's wet up here, but I don't care because it's time to camp it. It's time to camp, it's time to break it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting set up here. I got my mica basin chair, and I finally got a chance to use my chair buddy's feet because it's a little soft up here because of the rain and everything else. Tim's bike, shovel, just in case we need to bury a body. I like to pretend like I broke that branch off so I could hang water from it. I didn't, but it sure works well. And then here's a spot that I thought was super level, and it's not. So it's fine, because, you know, always put your head uphill if you're not level, but gonna need to get up here with a freaking pickaxe and shovel at some point. Mighty steed. Mighty Tim, another mighty steed. But hey, we're camping. Some of you know that my my camping table, my beloved orange end table, did not survive the last trip because I tried to Captain Morgan stand on it because I saw Tim doing it on a log and it looks so cool. I wanted to do it too. So that one got thrown away on that trip, but I've replaced it with something that I think is going to work really well, both like in camping sites like this, but also on the motorcycle because it's like super compact, very sturdy, and like super easy to transport. And it was free because I already had it in my garage. This is an early Big Agnes model, I think 1884-ish, you know, when people moto camped in covered wagons. I think it's going to be a real good addition to my kit, so I'll link that in the description for you so you can check that out, 10% off at, you know, ancientmotocampnerd.com. That's just an old coffee table I had laying around. But it's a good addition to the campsite, so we're going to use it. The other nice thing about camping at the house is I can moto camp with Chewy. Although I've lost him. Look at Tim. Look at you. Look at how much fur is on you right now.
I'm gonna be warm tonight.
He is, I want to say he's, why is he shedding his winter coat already? Cheers, man. Thanks for helping me break it in.
Yeah.
You helped me break in the basement. Now you're helping me break in the campsite. Update. We're sitting in chairs in the woods. We have a coffee table and a pug, 2 motorcycles, 2 tents, 2 dudes, 2 beers down, 2 beers open. That's what I like about camping. It's about chilling. What do you like about camping, Tim?
I'm a big fan of chilling too.
Oh yeah, you're into chilling?
I'm into chilling.
Well, he's chilling like a villain. Is the technical, I believe that is the technical term.
Yeah.
Chilling like a villain. So I'm gonna cook on my Bigfoot Bushcraft. This is that little fire pit that I used in the last video, but I'm actually gonna cook on it, use the grill tonight. And since we brought the coffee table up here, I'm gonna cook on that. I picked it up from the base last time and it wasn't that hot. I actually picked it up from these right after, well, the fire was still going and they actually weren't that hot. I was super impressed. So I'm gonna cook on that, and I think we're actually just gonna do a fire on the ground because while this is a cute little fire pit, it's not probably gonna put out enough heat for the 2 of us, and it is gonna get cold. Like, we're gonna be in the 40s. I have a shovel, so I'm gonna dig down into the mud a little bit, and we'll put the fire in that, and then I'm gonna just get a fire pit, I think, for up here until I get the shelter built and kind of decide where I want the permanent fire pit. I'm gonna build out of pavers because I have a bunch left over from when we moved in. And we'll have a nice warm fire. I chopped up a bunch of firewood already, so Tim, he just gets to show up and camp. It's a good trip. No work required, really. And I just brought all the beers up. He didn't have to bring any, although he did bring a couple. You know, I'm gonna have a steak. What'd you bring for dinner?
A steak.
You did? You're gonna cook it on your thing?
I am.
You can cook it on my grill if you want.
I might.
See how good the coals are when I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Because the one I got is huge, so it's gonna take the whole grill, but. He wants more. His emotional wires get crossed. You look like you just got molested by a Yeti. And liked it.
It wasn't a Yeti, it was Chewbacca.
It was a Chewbacca, which is a Wookiee, yeah. Not a Yeti. My bad. Look at him. He looks so innocent, like he had nothing to do with.
Hey, buddy.
Look at this. Crotch cam. Yeah. Up.
This is the new Revit fleece-lined winter riding gear.
It's pug fur. It's very exclusive. It's the Cruella de Vil edition. Hey, I got a question about your shirt.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, dog?
Oh, not much. What's up with you?
Oh, that's so clever. Chewy, what's up, dog? So it's raining. Can you hear it? And I'm gonna start a fire in the little stovey fire so I can make a steak. That's the technical term. It's actually the Bigfoot Bushcraft stovey fire. That's what it's called. And you can save 15% with promo code Dork on the road. Why? Because I love you guys and I always want you to save money on cool products that are useful when you're camping. So I may get a commission as well, but that's a side benefit. I just want you to save money. Use the promo code. But it's a pretty cool little stove, and I'm gonna show it to you right now.
Promo code StoveyFire.
Promo code StoveyFire saves you nothing, but you get the satisfaction of typing in the phrase StoveyFire. Look at it. Look at it. You are like the world's biggest dandelion bloom. Tim's really concerned about getting the fire pit figured out, so he's grabbed the shovel, which was actually my plan for inviting him up here all along. Because there's all these little fern root balls, and I've taken out probably 10, but, you know, like I said, this was all overgrown a week ago, so maybe 2 weeks. But he's gonna dig out the root ball for me. Chewy, you're gonna get shoveled. Come here. But that'll be the start of the fire pit, and I'll probably trip into it. But the idea is that it's right on the edge of the tarp, so we can sit under the tarp, right, and be dry, but the fire's not like melting the tarp. That's the plan. It's not supposed to rain that much tonight, which is why we picked tonight, but it is gonna rain a little. You're doing a great job, Tim. I just want you to know that.
Oh, thank you. I need those positive affirmations, you know.
Yeah, dude. The ground is very wet, and I've cleared it, so I'm not at all worried about this fire spreading, but just to be safe, we're digging a hole too. And we'll have the shovel and a bunch of loose dirt right there. So I'm gonna start a fire in this pit. and then I'm going to cook on it once it's down to coals. And a lot of people commented last time about, you gotta let that burn down to coals. And as I explained in the video, all the wood we had was fir. You don't really get coals with fir. It like burns straight down to ash. So I was cooking on the flames because I had to. I have a little bit more hardwood this time, so I might be able to let it burn down to coals. We'll see. But either way, the steak turned out pretty good. Got a good sear on the outside, and I don't feel bad about it at all. So some people are just snobby about beer and steak, and just let me eat. I'm hungry. Sometimes being hungry is more important than being perfect or right. What do you think? First try?
Oh, absolutely.
I missed. That doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I didn't hit it. That doesn't count. Mulligan. Poop. I keep missing. There we go. First time I hit it, it went up. That counts for something, right? Here's all the wood I've been seasoning since yesterday, so you know it's good.
Would you put some Old Bay on there?
Old Bay, yeah, I've been seasoning it, yeah. Those are the Bigfoot Bushcraft's fire starters. Obviously, we're using their stove. So, and yeah, I'm an affiliate, but I also just really like them because they work really well. So those little things will burn for like 5 minutes. They work pretty good, and it's easy, and you can use your fire steel. People are always like, why don't you just use a lighter? And the answer is because it's less fun. It's fun to use a fire steel, okay? One cool feature of this grill is that it has these different heights. So I think if I put it on kind of high right now, we can heat this grill up and then start thinking about cooking it a bit. So I'm gonna try to attach it in the highest setting right now, just to heat it up a little. And then we'll see how we feel in a bit. Yeah, we're getting some decent coals. I'm glad I put that big piece on. That's gonna coal up well. So I got a big steak. It's sirloin, but it's Angus, so I like compromise with myself. It's good, it's a good meat. And it's good size for this grill, as you can see. Yeah. Should we get out of here with that wanting to eat my meat face? Yeah, see?
That's a Tim-looking steak right there.
I know, it's just eat it right now.
I would.
I know,
You don't even have to flip it.
So it's actually died down to where you're supposed to cook with decent coals, which means when I take this off in 2 minutes and Tim puts his steak on, he's gonna have pretty primo conditions up to and including it getting kind of cold by the end. But he can lower it a rung and it'll be good. But this is looking good to me. Yeah, maybe about there. Oh yeah, yeah, that's ready. That's ready. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. I can tell by the touch test. Look, it's as big as my plate. That's my dinner, yo. That's my dinner. That's also my dinner? Yeah, nobody gets any but me. So Tim, I made you some coals, bud.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Go to town, man. Put your chuck roast on there. Put it down a level if you feel like you need to.
Is there any heat in there? Did you take all the heat with your steak?
My steak was cooking. You have gloves on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. That's thick and mostly frozen. I should leave this running in real time because Tim will probably cook this for 3 minutes.
It's frozen, so like 4.5.
4.5 minutes. Sit. You're already sitting. Good boy. You did so good. No, I'm gonna accidentally stab you with this knife. Look at that. This is barely even pink. It's not well done. It's medium well, but I'm pretty happy with that. I know some of you don't eat your steak like that. That's fine. To each their own, but just know this is perfect and delicious to me.
He is not interested in me anymore at all.
Oh, well, you don't have food on your plate yet. Just wait. His attention will shift. I just dropped the steak all over myself. Tim's dying. I'm trying to get a shot of Chewy. Chewy, sit. Sit. Good boy. Here you go. Oh my God. It's like a piranha. It's like a piranha. I mean, wood. You got good coals there, though.
Yeah, there we go.
The last bite. God, that was good. That's the best steak I've cooked in a long time. Perfect.
Bro.
Oh, that's red. Yeah.
It's perfect.
So the trick for you is
Freeze it.
freeze it, and then just sear the outside. Sorry, my dog is really well trained. He doesn't beg. He just sits and waits for what he is owed. Okay, so I made sort of a fire. I'm gonna try to just dump these coals on and see if it turns into a fire. Oh, there it is. Oh man, there is a lot of smoke, or a lot of ashes over here. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. I may have to actually start a real fire, but I'm mildly optimistic at this point.
Hey.
Could be a thing. This is compelling footage. I don't care who you are. Hey Tim.
Yeah.
Don't look at the headlamp.
Don't look at the headlamp. Okay.
Yeah.
Just pretend like it's not there.
What do you think of the campsite?
I think I can't see.
Right. Well, is that part because of the campsite or?
I think it's a good spot. It's a good spot. You know, it's pretty remote, quiet.
Yeah, it's so far from civilization.
Yep.
Well, thanks for being here, buddy.
Well, thanks for inviting me. It's always a good time.
That's the goal, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. It is Mr. Puff Puff time. Not camping without it. That's the Amazon truck backing out, not someone murdering a goat. I mean, it could be both. Up here, I would rule nothing out, but I hate this cutter. Oh.
It sounds like someone banging on a chain link fence.
Maybe it is. Banging on a chain link fence? Like Shaggy? Banging on the bathroom floor. Oh. Just got me in the shower.
It wasn't me.
Caught me banging on the sofa.
Oh, that one was me.
Oh. This lighter sucks, and I don't know why I didn't bring the other one. I almost rather stick my face in the fire than use this lighter.
Do it. Bet.
Listen, my beard is my trademark. It's like Samson. If I let this burn off, I lose all my power.
Yeah.
Without this beard, I look like a snail without a shell. I look like that banana slug that was in my 2 videos ago. I got on Cigar Bid the other night. That website is dangerous because you can bid on all kinds of stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to win. I always do this. I'm like, I'll bid on like 4 that are ending soon. I'm not going to win them all. Yeah, there are 60 cigars arriving next week. I did win them all. And you have to pay for it. It's like the eBay for cigars. And I always think I'm going to get outbid on 1 or 2, so I drop a few. And every time I do that, I win. I won all but 1 that I bid on. I think I got 20. One of them I got 25 cigars for $25.50, which is pretty good because they're decent cigars. So I picked tonight because the chance of rain was super minimal, like the best chance of rain all week. 5%, 1%, 6%. But listen, keeps happening. Keeps happening. What do you think, Timbo?
I'm under a tarp, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty happy I put this tarp up. It's paying for itself. You know, in the $2 a paracord and the old tarp I already had. It's midnight and I'm sleepy and Tim's literally asleep in his chair. See, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll catch up with you all in the morning. It's cold, but I'm excited to sleep in my tent on my own property, in my own campsite that I made. I'm stoked. Catch up with you in the morning. And, you know, if you like the video, if you like camping videos, maybe think about hitting the like button. That's what Tim says in his sleep. He was like, like button. He's giving me a thumbs up. Catch you in the morning. Good morning. Coffee. How you feeling, Tim?
I feel a little hungover.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that seems to be a trend with us.
Yeah, what's going on?
I know. It's like we can't stand each other's company sober, so we jump right into the booze.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, that's camping. That's how it's done.
Yeah. I see you got a hot toddy this morning for breakfast.
Yeah, hot coffee. Actually, I used up all the water in my water cell, and then was like, oh crap, I got to put my coffee in something, and I found my mug, which is what I was drinking whiskey out of last night.
Oh.
So I wasn't able to rinse it out. So I think this may be an Irish coffee. I'm sorry that you didn't get to sleep in the chair. You very much wanted to, clearly.
Yeah.
But the campsite did the job. I mean, it's muddier than I would like and not quite as level as I would like, but it's gonna work. Excited about the future potential of the campsite, but I'm just gonna drink coffee and try not to die.
That last one's important.
Yeah, you have to try sometimes, actively. We've been invaded by furry interlopers, and Tim hates my pets, so.
Oh, yeah.
One advantage to, I said this yesterday, I think, camping in the backyard is you can moto camp with your dog, but the other one has made an appearance as well. The packing up has begun. Even Tim is sort of moving now. Even though I told him no obligation, he can sit by the fire all day. One person starts moving and everyone else just sort of feels like they have to. So I guess it's my fault, I don't know. I packed up my tent and hung it up. It's all pretty wet. The fly in particular and footprint are pretty wet. The tent is okay, except I was like packing up the poles and my stupid dog walked on it with his muddy feet. I don't know if I'm gonna leave those there for a while or what. I'll probably take them down and put them in the garage. Got a little bit of fire left. We got a pug, got a Tim, got some motorcycles. But all in all, a very positive experience, very happy with the campsite. I think I'm also learning a lot about what it needs and what will need to be done that'll address this mud in some way. So that's cool, I'm encouraged. It's really cool to think that I can just pop up here and literally camp overnight if I want to. Try out new products, really a dream come true. So I'm just very fortunate, very lucky, very grateful, very excited to share it with all of you and to share it with my friends like Tim. Before I let you go, I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to my channel members and patrons, without whom content like this would not be possible. Channel members and patrons get early access to videos, they get merchandise discounts, they get exclusive access to the live stream after parties, and here and there I actually post some outtake things. I just did that the other day on YouTube that don't make it into the regular videos because most of the time because I made a really dirty joke and I don't proudly think it's fit for public consumption. So if that kind of shenanigans interest you, it's $1 a month or $2 a month if you want to support the channel. And you can do that on Patreon. There's a link in the description or a join button right below the video to do it here on YouTube. Also want to just say thank you, a wholehearted thank you to all of you who have clicked on those affiliate links to Rocky Mountain ATV, to Revzilla, to Amazon, to Motocamp Nerd, and to Giant Loop. Now Giant Loop has an affiliate program. You know, you click on those links when you're buying stuff that you're buying anyway, and you get your thing, and I get a little commission as a bonus for like referring you, and all that just goes right back into the channel, helps me support my family, keep having adventures, and making this content that most of you enjoy for free. So I hope that you enjoy it. So I really appreciate those clicks and you know, the time it takes people to stop before they buy and click my link to do it or whatever. So Tim, any final thoughts on this amazing adventure?
I shouldn't have drank so much last night.
You think we'd learn that? But we don't. Well, there you have it, folks. We should not drink so much next time, which is what we said last time. So we do not condone over drinking or whatever. Sometimes you do a little drinking and then you want to do more, and well, things happen, which is why it's great when you're camping and not going anywhere. But anyway, it's probably time to say goodbye for this adventure. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. And please do not forget to be excellent to each other.
Pug.
I'll pug you.